Good evening, America. In Southwest Missouri, I'm back again. Pretty good day. Awful rainy day in Southwest Missouri. We learned some more stuff. Brago Garcia is the judge is so far allowing him to stay. Yeah, he's in ICE detention, but they are not allowing this administration to put him out of country and trying to keep him from getting his lawsuit through. So that's good news. We also found out that oh shoot, I can't even remember now. It's been such a crazy day today for me. I haven't felt good. This weather really gets me down as far as pain and everything, and it gets hard. Today we found out something new. I mean, we found out that Trump is literally murdering people. That's the Venezuelans he calls their drug dealers. Well, again, they bombed and blew up a ship. The U.S. Navy did, and two people lived. Well, people got to understand this. If they were narco-terrorists, as Trump says and this administration says, wouldn't you bring them back to the United States to face charges instead of release them back to your home country? What that tells me is they're not narco-terrorists, and they're doing stuff they shouldn't do. They're doing murder and they're doing illegal. They've done this at least 8 times now. They've killed people. They've killed probably at least 20 people. Okay? Even the World International Court is looking at it and stuff, and there's a possibility in the future Trump could be charged with murder, and some of these people in the head of this administration could be charged with murder and have to go to The Hague and other world court dealings for what they're doing. It's kind of horrible. Let me get to my bit and I'll get right back to you again. And two, I've been having a lot of internet trouble, and I'm on my porch again, and I got my lights temporarily fixed. I've got my lights ordered for the outside here to finish fixing up. I fixed a short that I had, and so that'll be fixed. I'll be happy about that. But no, Trump is this administration is doing so much crime. I mean, he literally does crime live in front of you. I mean, he literally does, whether it be lying or telling people what he's doing, which is criminal stuff that he does, and it just amazes me that we have so many Americans still supporting this man. And he's had an MRI. He's not in good health. He's struggling. I think he's had many strokes. I truly do. He's not in good health. Okay. We do know that, again, with the Epstein files, Trump is in those Epstein files. There's no doubt in my mind that he is. I would bet my house on that. And I believe he was not only did do children, because I told you about the 2 13-year-old girls, and I think they're going to find out there at that ranch out there in New Mexico with Epstein that they're going to find probably dead bodies out there, and because there's renewed interest now that that's been sold. So hopefully something will come about that, and because it's horrible chapter what's going on. This is a worldwide deal. What this is people that they got around the world. It's got a prince, it's got premiers, it's got secretaries of states, it's got ambassadors that are caught up in this, and as well as there are business people that are caught up in this. And he pardoned George Santos, which I told you that. He's also pardoned that guy he's doing his crypto deal with, which is illegal. I mean, he's pardoning true criminals. Okay, it's horrible. Also, we found out today that hopefully I'm trying to think of his name. He's a nasty little human being, and I know who you're thinking of, but it's not that one. It's not Stephen Smith. His advisor, Stephen. God, I can't think of his last name now. Little evil little dude, looks like a Nazi. No, the other guy that's running this ICE deal. There was a big shakeup in that. We haven't got all the what exactly. I haven't caught up on all that. It's just there's just so much coming out, and like I said, with me having a little bit of health issue, I just cannot keep up on it this week. I'm just exhausted this week of trying to do it. I've had a bunch of appointments. I got another appointments to go to again to the doctor. So, but I'm trying to keep the best I can informed, as well as this is an outlet for me. I literally have rage. If I don't talk about this, I really get pissed off because what this man's doing. I mean, I can't believe what's been done to the White House. Okay, because if you're an engineer or you're a person who does construction, what it takes, what they're good to build that building, the plans in itself will take a year to do. Okay, the electrical, the air conditioning, the internet lines, all the security that has to go with that because it's the White House. Okay, he just tore that down because he could tear it down. And like I told you before, he used the answer as well. No one said I couldn't tear it down. He's that little 5-year-old because he didn't get his way, so he goes destroys his room and say, "See, now you got to fix it, Dad." That's Trump. Okay. He shits his pants. That's true. We all know that. He wears diapers. We know that. Okay, that's from taking all the Adderall and cocaine he's done his whole life. Okay, he's a drug addict. Let's just face that. He's a drug addict. Maggie, you can say what you want, but prove me wrong. Because he is a drug addict. Okay? Because if he wasn't, then he would release his records when he does his stuff at the White House. Same way. And he just said he wanted to... Oh, this really cracked me up today. This was really funny. Is he said that he would be glad to take a IQ test with AOC and Jasmine Crockett. Well, I hate to tell him this, which was funny because I was watching, I think it was on Midas Touch or one of those, that what he was talking about, oh yeah, you have to identify the animals, an elephant, a rhinoceros, things like that. Well, that's not an IQ test, people. That's a cognitive test. They're trying to find out if all his marbles up here are still there. Okay, they're not. He literally got lost with the Japanese Prime Minister. He embarrassed her. I have yet to see the news on that. He literally embarrassed himself over there in Japan. He got lost wandering around like an old man that you got to go get him here. Come here, Grandpa. Let me help you. That was him. Okay? He literally wandered around. Now, y'all people, all you MAGA people and all you dang Republicans sit there and, oh, Joe Biden, he can't do anything. He shuffles. Well, Trump is doing the same thing. Where's your outrage, people? Where's your outrage? I want to see that. Okay? Yeah, and, but yeah, it's horrible. I mean, he literally, he does not respect anybody. He doesn't respect other cultures. I mean, he's literally over making in Malaysia. He's making deals instead of over here in this country right now. Okay, come Saturday, there's going to be 42 million people in this country not going to have it. And he lied today. His administration lied again today. They lied and said, oh, yeah, because they have to have a contingency plan. Anytime the government goes on, you go protocols, you have to do certain things, you have to be ready. Well, they said in there, yeah, there's $5 billion put away for all these Medicare type patients and everything else. I mean, not Medicare, but food stamp people. Well, people, and they have to be given it because you can't let people starve. This is how cruel these people are. They want to allow 42 million people. Why? We found out too. I just found out here a few minutes ago. They want to kill food stamp program. Do you understand what that would do to America, to the poor people in this country? You talk about homeless people now. We will have them by the dozens. And my belief is they want that because that's their new prison work system. That's their new slavery system. That's my belief. And more people are coming around to that thing. And people of intelligence are starting to believe some of that stuff. That you know, we sound crazy out here. This is stuff I wouldn't thought of 30 years ago that I would have thought of. Okay, but in the last 15, 20 years with Republicans, nothing, don't bat an eye with these people, what they do. There's no low with these people. Okay? Again, Trump does not care about you, MAGA. He never has cared about you. Okay? He will, and he's also at the point, and MAGA, you need to wake up. You probably heard this before, but I want to tell you this. Okay? And the ones who haven't found out about here in Southwest Missouri and stuff, and here in Missouri, is Trump has always wanted to have sex with his daughter. Oh, that's right. Because if you go back and look at the 13-year-olds and girls that he's always been attracted to, the ones that he always talked to, and things like that, they're all little blondes. Yeah, they're all blondes. That's who he does. That's his type. Okay? That's why E. Jean Carroll was his type. Okay? But E. Jean Carroll told him where the cow ate the cabbage and got $5 million, and plus he basically got lost in a lawsuit where he was, what's that word they use? He said things that were a lie about people, and the court found him guilty of it. And he had to pay something like $500 million, whatever it is, $800 million. Okay, that's not going away. And people, we're finding out too, which the Democrats have did today, which is good news, is they subpoenaed all those corporations that are supposedly donating to the big ballroom. Well, that's the Epstein ballroom. You know that. Okay. Well, the Epstein ballroom, they want to know why they're doing that and why, and what have they been promised and everything else. Because you have to understand something, people. Okay. Saudi Arabia, all the oil companies in this country will go along with lower prices because it's been done before. We know this. It's called conspiracy. Okay. And it got cut off at the pass when Trump got back in because they had investigations going on of the oil companies, Saudi Arabia, and other CEOs of these oil companies that would lower the prices of the oil prices and take a loss through that because they knew if they kept the low prices low, kept that happy, that the Republican could say, look, see, we got the gas prices down, and then raise them up when the Democrats get in. That's what they have done. We know this. Okay. The other, and it is so, and it's nothing for these CEOs to do that. If they think they can get a tax law for what they would lose in a year or 4 years, they could make up the rest of their life of their company. You don't think they won't do that? That's just the cost of doing business. But look at the return they get. They spend, let's say, even $1 trillion, but they get $100 trillion in the future. People, that's a lot of money. Okay? And my belief is, too, that money that those CEOs are giving him in the ballroom, Trump's taking that money. Okay? Because, again, they said to build a luxury place, nice house building, is like $278, if I remember correctly, $278 a square foot. You know what that ballroom costs? Over $3,000 a square foot that it's priced at. And it continues to go up that he's done this. Where the fuck is the money going, people? Where is the money going? Okay. Well, I'm going to get out of here. The rain is continuing, and I'm underneath my little edge of my roof and stuff, staying in and out of the rain because, like I said, I don't have a good place with the way the inside of the house is. I don't have a good place to film in there that I have a good background in, and I don't have a green screen yet. I'm trying to work on getting some of that equipment, but I'm trying to figure out so I buy right the first time. So I'm trying to buy a camera and a mixing board and all the other stuff and the right software so I get it right the first time. And that's what I'm trying. So it's going to take a little while, but I want to eventually have a camera to where all my stuff, you can read it when it says it on my shirts and my hats and everything else. You'll be able to read that stuff. And those for you out there that watch and support, I really appreciate that. It really means a lot to me that you do. Even the bad comments, at least I know I'm getting out there. Okay? And those that don't agree with me, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not getting paid for this. I don't do it to get paid for this. Okay? But again, I'm getting my point across. You have yet to show me where this old hippie is wrong. You just say I'm delusional, I'm doing to my last protest, but you haven't showed me where I'm wrong. Show me where I'm wrong on anything that I say. Okay? with that, I'm going to get back inside. Y'all have a good evening, and I will do my best to see you tomorrow if hell don't freeze over. So good night.